Okay, there we are. Oh, hold on, guys. There's some more people. More. Okay. Hey, everybody. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming on. Happy Monday. Every time I make the PowerPoint for this now, I'm like, what's happened between last week and today? It goes so fast, doesn't it? But one of the big things is, what's one of the big things that's happened between now and last week? The incentive trip was launched. Who wants to go to Cabo? Yeah, Who believes that they can be in Cabo? Okay. Yes. Liddell, I saw that. Give me a second here. It's not letting me there we go. Yes, you are, Laura, and Jen, and Diana. I love your sweater and your shirt. So pretty. Everybody's going. Okay. We're going to believe that we are going. All right. So I'm going to start the PowerPoint and we'll get this party started. Give you guys some updates. Hi, Vicki. Good to see you. Okay. Team Act. We're driven by a desire to contribute. That's what counts. We continually invest in ourselves and are then compelled to share what we learn with the world. Hoorah. Okay. So, reminder, March Elite Academy is virtual. I think it would be really fun in thinking ahead to plan some gatherings and have some people together to watch this together. It just makes all the difference. Wherever you are, or if you're looking for ideas, just let me know and we can work on that. Okay, there are two groups that are going on right now that I don't want you to forget to take advantage of and to leverage for your prospects. One is the Rise and Thrive into Vitality group that Marisa's group had started that is bringing a ton of value to people. People are having a lot of success bringing people into that group because there's always so much that's been happening. There's also, though, a group, I tried to get more details from Nikki, but Nikki Elsing and Joanne Shearer are Upline Pro 7s, dietitians and nutritionists. They also have a group. I don't know if the focus is specifically weight loss. I am not sure. I know Jeanette Palmer is a part of that. But if you're interested in that as well, let me know and I can get you connected to that group. I'm not in there yet. But don't forget that these New Year bundles, the Healthy Restart and the Fit Body Foundation, those are available till the end of January. And these are a great starting point for people. So what I would consider doing is thinking about the benefits again of each product and promoting those benefits, asking people who wants more energy, who wants better metabolism, whatever it is that the benefits are from these. Think about those and use those as your promotional guide to, okay. Oh, hold on, guys. Sheila said that she thinks the focus is on the Mediterranean diet with Joanne and Nikki's. Perfect. Okay. They're very knowledgeable. So that'd be a great group to be a part of as well. Okay. There's also going to be, this is a lineup now of success masteries that's going to be happening. I'm so excited about this. So you will get this information. This is already should be in your email. Make sure you have your back office check marked to receive emails from the company. The first Saturday of every month will be product training. That is a great thing to send your prospects to, even to send your customers to build their belief in what we have. I loved Brian Dixon's that he had a couple of weeks ago when he talked about the fat burn and how much he loved the fat burn and his own testimonies with our products. So that'll be product training. The second Saturday will be compensation. We can never get enough compensation training. And the third Saturday will be the LV Academy. And this will be great for your new team members and helping them get started as well. So this Saturday will be the LifeVantage Academy. It's going to be a little longer. I think 2 hours possibly. It's going to be a little over 1 hour, but that will take the place of the LifeVantage Academies that we were having every third Saturday anyway. So this email has been sent out. It's got a whole list of all of the speakers. They'll all be in very short incremental segments, But again, a perfect thing to tune in for, especially for your new team members. And then the last Saturday will be on mindset, will be more mindset training. Okay, we've got some January Performance Club qualifiers already. So congratulations to Jeanette Palmer, Christy Spaniel, Tiffany Toscano, that's her first time, congratulations, and Kyle and I, we have made Performance Club. So congratulations, everybody. And Cabo. Okay, Wonderlust is what they're calling it. If you did not watch last night's Sunday night training that I did, I'm going to post it and I really want you to go back to it. My whole thing with this, guys, is here's the thing. And I know for some of you, this is repetition if you tuned in last night, but that's okay. Repetition's a good thing sometimes. It took me 6 years before I finally earned an incentive trip. I don't want it to take you 6 years before you earn one. Okay. I want you to earn one quicker. And the reason was because every flippin' time they would talk about the way that you could qualify for the trip, I talked myself out of it. I instantly convinced myself that that was too much and too hard, and there was no way that I could possibly get there. And here's the thing, the minute you tell yourself it's not possible, it's not. You've completely tuned out, and now you're not going to take the action necessary to get it. Then you're not going to be there, and you're going to tell yourself that I can go and I can afford it. I don't want to wear a swimsuit around those people anyway. That'll be uncomfortable to meet new people and be around all of our leaders. And what will I say? And will they accept me? And all these pictures I've seen before, I just don't know if that's for me, if that will work for me. Do you know that to be true? No, you don't know that to be true because you've not experienced it. It's almost, when I thought about you guys and talking about this tonight, tough love here, people. I want to go with my team to Cabo. I want to experience Cabo with you. I want you to finally believe that you can have and earn an incentive trip. Because if you don't, if you can just even let go of the fact that it's a trip and look at the word incentive and use this as a catapult to spring you into action in a way that you never have before, imagine who you're going to become in the process. Isn't that what it's about, right? It's about who we become in the process of achieving that goal. And imagine what will happen if you finally went after one, if you finally believed that you deserve it and you can do it, and that once you get there, you'll figure it out and it will be an amazing trip. What if? Because I don't want us to be back here on January 11th, 2022, and most of us are in the same place that we were the year before. That is not fun. It is like dragging yourself through the mud. It's not fun. Go after the trip and just see what happens. What if you made it? I showed pictures last night of what it's like when you earn an incentive trip. This is not Cancun, where there are meetings that take place while you're there. This is an incentive trip. So you get swag, you get free gifts. When you walk into your room, you get free gifts, you get free dinners, you get free food, free. And then you get to be around people. Sometimes going on a vacation, just you and your spouse, it's good, but sometimes you wish there were other people around you, right? Imagine going on a trip where you're surrounded by people that are motivated, driven, that are all in life vantage, and you can talk about the things that you love. You can hear other people's stories that completely lift you and motivate you and drive you in ways that you never would have heard before. And you meet and build bonds with people that you wouldn't otherwise get to do. So I want you to go after this trip, you guys. You deserve it. I want us all to be there because it is so possible. And listen to this. This is what I learned. I did a Zoom on Team Act, and I took you through scenarios for every single rank. I did it again last night. This is why we plug in, right? There's one thing I've learned since then that I did not know. And Sean Poe, I reiterated it again, and he's got all the supporting details to document this and back us up. Here's the thing, it just got better, okay? So if you are a current distributor, Pro 1 or Pro 2, here's the thing, and Pro 3s, when you, what I showed you was baseline, but what I did not tell you was, here's the situation. You're Pro 1. You achieve Pro 3 in March, okay? When you achieve Pro 3 in March, you're going to get 3 points. When you maintain Pro 3 that following month, you get another 5 points. Then if you achieve Pro 4 in May, I said you get 6 points for achieving Pro 4. On top of that, you also are going to get maintenance points again for also maintaining Pro 3. So that adds another 5 points. And then in June, you're a Pro 4 still, you still get also the maintenance points for Pro 3. That is amazing. This scenario right here, getting you to Pro 3 in 90 days, which is what we teach anyway, you're going to earn 36 points total with this scenario. You've earned the trip and airfare for 2, activity for 2, plus an extra $200 spending cash. You guys, this is insane. It's insane that you can do this. I should go back to this real quick too, under here. The dates are September 2nd through the 5th. I want you to write it in your calendar, September 2nd through the 5th. When I went to Ireland, I bought a map of Ireland that was next beside me in my office, okay? Put Wonderlust on your computer, put it on your phone, put a picture of you at a beach, whatever it can be, so that you're always seeing it and ingraining it into your head. Maintenance for both ranks, I just told you that. And you start at the rank that you are now. So the highest pin rank that you've ever qualified, that's where you start. So if you've earned Pro 3 once and now you're being paid as a Pro 1, you have to start from Pro 3, okay? And that's okay, because don't you want to get there anyway? Don't you want to get back to Pro 3 anyway? So that's your starting point. You have to be at least a Pro 4 to qualify for the trip. So by June, you have to be a Pro 4. The other thing is that baseline of the 5 for 500. You have to qualify by getting 5 people with 500 PV 3 times. So it's 15 people, 15 new enrollments, totaling 1,500 PV. Every enrollment must be at least 40 PV to be qualified to count towards that. You don't have to get the 5 for 500 on a monthly basis. You can extend it out. So you could get 2 enrollments this month, 3 enrollments next month, and so on. And if it accumulates to 15 new enrollments with 1,500 PV up till June, that counts. But if you do 5 for 500 on a monthly basis, the pool share is still there. So you can earn the pool share along the way as you go after it, okay? All right, so here's another new scenario for Pro 2s. This is a big one. So as a Pro 2, if you achieve Pro 3 in March, okay, in 90 days, you get 3 points. You maintain it in April, it's another 5 points. If you achieve Pro 4 in May, you get 6 points for Pro 4 and 5 points for maintaining Pro 3 again. That's amazing. If you maintain Pro 4 in June, which you have to, you get 9 points for maintaining Pro 4 and another 5 points for also maintaining Pro 3. That is 33 points. Trip and airfare for 2 and activity for 2. Huge. It's so huge that you get those extra maintenance points for also Pro 3 as you get to Pro 4. So huge. And then again, for a Pro 3, you do the baseline of enrolling 15 new people equaling 1,500 PV. You achieve Pro 4 in April. That's in 120 days. You get 6 points. And then we maintain it in May and June. That's 18 points. And now you have 27 points. You've earned your trip and airfare for 2 people to get to Cabo. Okay, I'm going to look really quick at the comments or at the chat. Make sure that I get all the questions. Pool share is still there. Yep, on top of Cabo. Boom. Yes, it is.
That has to be in a month.
And it has to be in a month. The pool share, though, has to be in a month. Okay. All right. So, do you believe you can go? I think the greatest thing that I can do as a leader of this team is to really instill belief in you. I can't sit next to you. I can't keep clicking your head to make you believe that you can go. But I can try to help you believe that you can go. Do you want to go is the first question. Do you even want to go there? If you don't want to go there, I don't know what I can do about that, but I don't know why you wouldn't want to, especially for all those of us that have been in for such a long time. Why wouldn't you want to finally experience that trip? They are so fun. You get so much from them and the people that you're around. The only reason people stop pushing for their goal is because they stop believing that it's possible. Results oftentimes come in an exponential manner. So what we do today, the work that we're doing to try to get this trip, it's not likely to show up in the next 2 to 4 weeks, especially if we're looking for new team members, right? That's not typically when it happens right away. If it does, that's phenomenal. Hopefully it's coming from work you did in November and December trying to get Dash for Cash, and you had those people in the pipeline. But it is more likely to show up in the next 2 months. But if you stop believing because you don't get the results right away, then you're leaving things behind, and you're leaving behind who you could possibly become in the process of continuing to believe that it's going to happen eventually, right? By continuing to put in the work. So don't give up trying right before the results start to kick in. Who would you become if you went all out for Cabo? Who would you become if you made that and you went all out for it? If you don't hit your goal, does it mean you're not good enough? No, it doesn't. The true purpose of a goal is to help you grow into the person that can achieve bigger goals in your life. It's to get you outside your comfort zone, doing things you've never done before so that you can grow and become better. Success is showing up every single day. Success is showing up on this team Zoom, even if you don't think you need it. I'll tell you what, I had a really crappy weekend, like so much of a crappy weekend that I was in a place of like questioning a lot of stuff in my life. And I was in my head in a really, really bad way. And I had to do this Sunday night training. And everything in me wanted to contact Maria Williams and say, I don't have it in me. I can't do it. But I knew I had to do it. And so as I studied for that call and as I prepared that call, it helped me. It built my belief as I was sharing with others how to build their belief. We did the Monday morning call today. We're supposed to be on it. I didn't want to do it. I knew I was in a place of high emotion. I knew I'd probably cry, and I did. But the feedback we got and what it did for us was everything. It always does more for you than you think it's going to. You have to show up. Carrie says you're always going to get what you need. You might not get what you want, but you'll always get what you need. You have to show up if you want this to work for you, you guys. And I know that you all believe in it. I know you do, or you wouldn't be here. So don't you want to give it all you can and finally prove to yourself that you can make it work and that you deserve to go and become that person you're supposed to be? If we only grow through taking action, then we are failing ourselves if we reach a certain point and think it's not working. You literally will lose time in becoming who you're supposed to become. I'm going to say it again. If we only grow through taking action, then we are failing ourselves if we reach a certain point and we think it's not working. And everybody does. That's what network marketing is. It's not a get rich quick. It doesn't happen overnight, but so many people, they want it to happen so quickly. And if the results aren't happening, well, it's not working. And then you get in your head and then you completely lose out on the person that you're supposed to become. That's not okay. It's just not okay. How else, what other tool do you have that's going to help you become that person you're supposed to become? What else do you have? This is the tool. This is the vehicle. Focus on growing and focus on showing up. Okay, so with that, how do I get past the feeling of being impatient about making progress? I have something that I want to play for you guys. And I was going to just play it and then stop the screen share, but it might be uncomfortable. We're all looking at each other while we listen to it. But I want you to listen to this. I know human beings have a short attention span today, But I just ask that you open your ears, don't let a distraction come in right now, and just listen to this, because I know that it will speak to you.
So Susan asked in actually one of our Facebook groups, she said, how do you get past the feeling of being impatient about the progress and taking the time out to work on yourself? Susan, this is such an important question, because how many of us, we always, number one, we feel such in a rush. And number two, we always struggle with this idea that it's not happening fast enough. Like I should be further ahead than where I am. And it causes us such pain and frustration and overwhelm and stress because we never feel like we're going fast enough. See, here's the key question you have to ask yourself to get to the root of this problem. What's actually driving you to want to work so hard? Why, Susan, the question I would ask you is this: why do you think it's so important for you to get to your goal? See, the only reason why you'd feel impatient is because you believe that hitting the goal is going to mean something. And I will just tell you this, for any of you that struggle with this, whether this is conscious or subconscious, you believe on some level that hitting the goal will actually make your life better than it is now, or it will make you feel better, or it will actually make you more worthy. And I will tell you, this is a lie. It is a lie that is driven by scarcity and fear. See, here's the key question that you have to ask yourself every day. What are the emotions and what are the feelings driving the work that you do? There's only two possible options. In every moment, you're making your decisions and your thoughts and your feelings are coming from either love or fear. It's either coming from abundance or scarcity. Love promotes abundance. Fear contributes to scarcity. Scarcity is I'm not enough. And there are so many of you right now that are being driven by fear and scarcity. You are being caught up in something that I call the achievement trap, where you believe if I just achieve enough, if I just make enough money, if I just hit this rank, if I just get enough followers on social media, that someday I'll feel better, someday I'll be worthy, someday people will respect me, someday I'll be whole, someday I'll never have any more problems. And I'm telling you, it is a flat out lie. See, if you're creating success from fear, all you will ever experience is more of that very same thing. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people create success out of negative emotions like anger or fear or disappointment, right? Just to prove somebody else wrong, scarcity, making themselves feel whole, only to get there and realize the very feelings they had when they started are so much worse when they have the results they want. Because now you feel the same way and you start beating yourself up because you're like, why don't I feel any different? And now you're so afraid of losing what you've created. It's a miserable existence. And this is the reason why we feel like we're in a rush, because we tell ourselves a lie that life's going to be better there. And I'm telling you, it's not. There's no amount of money or success in the world that will ever make you feel any better than you do right now. See, here's the key thing you need to do. You need to consciously make the shift to love. This is what we teach: love, serve, grow. Love means that you're starting from a place of powerful affirming beliefs, that you don't need to have a certain amount of people like your Instagram post to feel worthy, that you are worthy not because of what you do, you are worthy because of who you are. And if you can start from that place, here's what will happen. You won't be in such a rush to get there because you'll do something important. And this is so critical to success. You'll fall in love with the process. See, a lot of you are looking at the process of building your business as the means to some end, something that you just have to put up with, all the things that you have to do to get to the goal. When you shift to love and you have abundance driving you and you are acknowledging your own worth, right, and affirming yourself in the moment, not only will you not be in such a rush to get there, but you'll realize the secret to success. The process is actually the gift you've been given. Being able to fall in love with the process of sharing your products. These are not things you have to do. They're things you get to do. You'll start feeling more fulfilled. You'll start being inspired. It'll tap into a deeper sense of purpose for you because you don't need the results anymore to feel any better. And here's the big paradox of success. When you don't need success in order to feel better about yourself, success will like magically start to show up as a byproduct. But that's the key question, Susan, that you have to ask yourself. Understand why we're impatient, why we're always in such a rush to get there, because at the center of it all is fear and scarcity, and we have limiting beliefs about ourselves, and we have limiting beliefs about what success means in our life. Wake up to that. Consciously choose love. Come from a place of abundance, right? Know that you are worthy because of who you are. You're not going to feel any different or better when you get there, and actually start to enjoy the process. And you're not going to constantly feel in a rush. You know, it's so easy. I can so easily tell. If you're successful, I can so easily tell whether you're being predominantly driven by love or fear. Because people that are being driven by fear when they become successful, they feel the urge to work even harder because they deep down inside feel like an imposter, and they feel like every day they have to go out and prove themselves to the world. I do deserve to be success, even though deep down inside they don't believe it. So they work harder and harder because they're so afraid of losing what they have. And they get caught up in literally this treadmill that's like this trap of their business. Like, their success becomes a curse. Somebody that's coming from love and abundance, they relax into their success. They don't feel like they have to prove themselves to people. They don't feel like they have to work harder, right? Because they're rooted in the knowledge of knowing that they've created something that's sustainable long-term. They don't have to constantly be afraid of losing it. And even if they did lose it, guess what? That's okay, because they can do the same thing they did in the first place to create it again. So I want you to think about that. Which one of those two paths are you on right now? But Susan, thank you so much.
So which one of those two paths are you guys on, right? I have been, I've been on both. I have been on that path of scarcity, and recently too. And I don't like it because I'm constantly ridden with anxiety and worry. And then as you achieve things, even the small things, right? Of getting a friend started on products or showing up on a call, even those small things, you don't celebrate it because you're so caught up in where you need to go. You don't celebrate the little things along the way. And then when you get where you want to go right away, you're like, oh, now I need to get to the next thing. And you don't celebrate that either. And then there's never any fulfillment in any of it because you're so caught up in that. But what if, and Ashley said on Facebook, she said, fear is what's holding me back. I'll admit it. What is going to conquer the fear? What is going to conquer the things that are holding you back and keeping you from being the person that you are supposed to become for the reason that God brought this opportunity to you in the first place? What is going to conquer that? It's taking action. If you're not taking action and you're not opening your mouth and you're not talking to people, how are you ever going to realize it? You're just not. You're never, ever going to realize it. It's taking action that gets you to that point. It's Kyle getting on the call and getting some random message from a guy he has no idea who it is saying, you really affected me in a positive way, right? That's what it is. But he wouldn't know if he didn't say, yes, I'll be on the call with you. You have to put in the work. It doesn't just fall into your lap. And one other thing too, which I really want to challenge you guys is, I was so over social media this weekend. Nothing happened to me, but there's like, do this, go there, try this, try that. And I was like, I don't want to. It's so much stuff. And I just feel like it's taking away from where we're supposed to be as human beings. Like the talking to one another, listening to one another, instead of trying to show up as someone that we're not. Social media is the greatest marketing tool that we have right now without spending a dime, right? It is a great marketing tool, but I really want to challenge you. Don't get lost in it and allow it to cover you up because you are so afraid. It can also completely mask our fears and keep us behind the screen and not out doing the old school way that people need right now. Carrie Williams has completely gotten to pro 10 volume in her business old school. She has none of it on social media. Pick up the phone again. Text a friend again. Go out to coffee with someone again. Maybe do a cold call to a massage therapist or a functional coach or a business owner locally and just say, I know times are tough. Are you open to another stream of income? I love going into your place, but I'm sure that it's hard right now. Would you be open to another stream of income? I've got something that's blowing up and I'd love to lock arms with you and talk about it. Make some phone calls, the old school way. Talk to people. I really challenge you to do that because by doing those things that really stretch you and really make you uncomfortable, you're going to become the person that you need to become. And then you're going to be in that place where every action you take is filled with love and not that scarcity and not that fear, because you have so much confidence in who you're becoming. And then before you know it, you're in the pool or you're on the beach or you're in the sand or you're in a lounge chair under the umbrella. It doesn't matter. And you're having these amazing conversations with people and you just feel so full and so good because you did it and you're confident in who you became to get there. And now you're enjoying the trip even more. How many of you on this Zoom have earned an incentive trip? That's not okay, right, you guys? I want to change it. It's time, not flatten the curve, it's time to raise the curve. Like, let's go. Don't put yourself through that. Stop convincing yourself you don't need it, because yes, you do. Yes, you do. You can't say you don't need it. That's a lie. You don't know that you don't need it until you actually put in the work and get there. And once you get there, you're never going to want to miss another one in your life. They treat you like royalty. I don't know how many times Kyle had to remind me that stuff was free. I kept questioning if I could get something or not. It's like, yeah, it's free. Like, this is awesome. I didn't know. It's so fun. You have to be there. Kristen, yes. Ashley, you're going to go. Ashley, why not? Why not go after this? Tina, yes. Tina needs to be there. We all need to be there. I've really been thinking about doing the cold calls to people. Yes. Sheila, you totally can. And I will post the podcast, Vicki. Absolutely. Sheila, you've got Michael in your corner. Like, leverage it. Leverage who you are. Use it. That is okay to do that.
We went to the GoPro event with Eric Worre in December, and he talks about that unwavering commitment. I want to see who else was there. Wave your hand if you were there too. But we are like so serious about this. Yeah, we changed our background on our computer and our phone. Yeah. But we're like redecorating our house with pictures of us on the beach. And like, I'm printing a sign that says our goals on it, like Pro 5 by June, Pro 7 by December. And like hanging it up on my stairs where I walk up and down every day, like decorating my house. Other people see that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how serious we are.
Yep. And they're going to ask and they're going to say, what are you doing? What is this about? And then you can inspire them through it. And I know that most of you are still in your head going, I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know if I believe it. Well, then start putting in the work. If you don't believe it, start putting in the work and see what happens. See what happens that can transfer your belief to help you believe that it is possible. You won't know unless you put in the work. Team ACT. I chose ACT because it's an acronym for Actions Change Things. That's what it comes down to in this industry, you guys. We said it over and over again, like the results we want at the end of this year, who is that person? The sooner you become that person, the more you're going to get to the results that you want to get to. That's what a goal is for. It's not even about that end result. It's about who you need to become in the process of achieving that goal. You guys we're all still playing so small. We're not even close to capable of who we can really be. None of us. Me counted, him counted. And the only way I'm going to get there is if I keep putting in the work and I keep showing up and I keep working through the times when it sucks and I don't want to. That's when it served me the most. Like God completely answered prayers for me this weekend. I said, show me, prove it to me, show me. And it was me showing up that proved it to me. That's how he showed me, by me showing up. I couldn't sit back and wait for him to drop it in my lap. That's not how he works. You've got to meet him halfway or past halfway. You've got to put in most of the work and then he shows you. It's on you. Do you understand? Yeah. Okay, are there any questions about qualifying so that we can all be in Cabo? Do you have any questions? I want it to be clear as day. Okay, if you do, really quick, one more thing. I'm going to show you where you find all the qualifications because you can map it out too. And if you're not sure, we can map it out together. If you just go to your website, Shoot, I did not want to get rid of that podcast. That's okay. I'll find it again. And you just go to the drop down. It's right under promotions. Click on promotions. Wonderlust is right at the top, and all the numbers are right there. The date for the trip is there that you're putting in your calendar in pen. And then you'll see all the qualifications, the baseline from selling, rank advancing, and then those maintenance points, and then the different tiers. Okay. That's it. Okay. We're going to pray. Okay. Okay. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, I thank you for these people. And all I want, Lord, all I want is for you to help to continue to instill belief in them. You did not create junk, and you did not create us, any of us, to play small and to not live up to the full potential and the full image and picture that you have for us. So I just pray that in the next couple of weeks, in this month of January, that you can just help us to instill full belief in every single one of these people watching or watching the playback, that they are worthy of going to Cabo, that it can be something that happens for them, experiencing a trip that is completely free, where they are celebrated and really stretched and can really feel so much love, and to experience that. But I just pray that they accept that they can open their hearts and accept those feelings of what it would be like to be on that trip and really take it all in. Just bless them, Lord, so much. I just pray that everyone on this call continues to show up, continues to put in the work, continues to take the action. And along the way, you get exactly what you need to be the person you're supposed to be, because we deserve it. We all deserve it. LifeVantage was brought into your life for a reason. Help to continue to affirm that in all of our lives, Lord, in the smallest of ways. Help us to see it and always be open to all of those signs to affirm our path on our way to becoming who you made us to become. In your name, amen. Okay.
Love you guys.
Love you. Let's go. Cabo. I've never been there. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. LETSGO. Okay. All right. I'm going to look at the chat one more time. Has a recording of Sunday night's training been posted anywhere yet? Not yet. Sean said he would have that the playback out soon. And the 5 for 500, it can be all customers, Liddell. It can be distributors or customers, either one. All right. Mwah. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Bye.